Hi, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Iredell Statesville Schools Ed Talks. Our guest today is Miss Tracy Patterson, a teacher at Celeste Henkel Elementary School, and she has brought her daughter with her. Mia is a second grader at Celeste Henkel. So, ladies, good morning and welcome to our show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you both for being here. I'm really excited about the story that you have to tell today. You've got a project that you work on that's near and dear to your heart entitled Sport a Shirt, Share a Night. And of course, this is the story of the Ronald McDonald Foundation and the great work that they do here in North Carolina. Yes. And it is very, very personal to you ladies. So tell us about that. Tell us your story.
Absolutely. Well, Mia here was born a month and a half, maybe premature, and she arrived weighing 3 pounds and 6.6 ounces. She was a surprise arrival, and our doctor had sent me to Forsyth Hospital to have Mia. Mia was in NICU a little over 2 weeks, and during that time, I didn't want to come home and leave my baby at the hospital. So I found out about the Ronald McDonald House through the Ronald McDonald Family Room that is in Brenner Children's Hospital and at Forsyth Hospital. And they allowed me to stay there and kind of get a relaxation time and talk to people there at the room. And then they referred me, the social worker, I believe, referred me to the Ronald McDonald House. And they accepted me as a visitor, as a guest, and I began what was a little over 2 weeks stay with them as well in Winston-Salem.
And Ronald McDonald Houses serve these cities in North Carolina: Chapel Hill, Charlotte, Durham, Greenville, and Winston-Salem. They touch a lot of families in North Carolina each year.
Absolutely. I was looking at the history of the Ronald McDonald House, and it started in 1980 by a man and a woman named Dick and Penny Latham, who had lost their child to cancer, their little son Alan, and they decided to get together with other families and start a home for families who have children in the hospitals, in the local hospitals. We, of course, as I said, were served by Winston-Salem Hospital, Ronald McDonald House, and it started out being called the Rainbow House. And it became, before they opened, it became the Ronald McDonald House, and they served, it said they started in September 14th, 1984, with a capacity of 10 families, and the first family stayed the night there, September 14th, 1984. In 2010, they upped that capacity to 35 families. When I stayed there, there were 2 homes joined together, and now there are 4 homes joined together. It is a tremendous home with 3 living rooms, 2 playrooms, and as I said, a capacity for 35 families to be near their little loved ones. Yeah. So, and not only, the thing about the Ronald McDonald House is it's not just a place to stay, it's a ministry for the families and the parents who stay there. And I get very emotional about this, as you can tell.
Stay alive.
I get very emotional about it because of what they did for me.
Yes.
As my child was fighting in the NICU.
Right.
Let's just say I wasn't a happy camper.
You weren't a happy camper. Yeah.
She had quite a few things plugged up to her, helping her fight this thing. But anyway, they serve a lot of families, and they give a lot of counseling. And I didn't say this, but the community around the areas of the home come in and feed the families dinner every day.
My goodness, I didn't know that.
Yes, McDonald's serves 1 meal a day. I know at the Winston House, I'm not familiar with the other ones. So they take very good care of the families. They provide support for families in crisis. We had a child pass away while I was staying there. I was by myself there, and I was a very afraid and scared mom because I wasn't sure what was going to happen to my baby.
Sure.
And they provided a lot of support for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Tracy, I know that this has touched you personally, and that's one of the reasons that you're so passionate about giving back now. And so for several years, you have been the cheerleader here in our school system for the Sport a Shirt campaign. Tell us how that campaign works.
It's huge, Mr. Johnson. I didn't know what it was when I first started, but it's huge. And I've learned every year. I've improved on things every year. What people do is I send out first an email and let them know that it's time again. And the staff of Iredell Statesville Schools responds as to whether they wish to purchase a shirt or donate just the money. Some years we have just donors, which are huge as well. They don't wear T-shirts, but they're happy to give money to support the families of the Ronald McDonald House. So I'm in constant email with these folks, and they order. I have a spreadsheet for every school. And I write the names. I send a confirmation that I received your order. When they send me the money at Celeste Henkel, they send it courier to me, which I thank the courier personnel because they're very important in this. And they send me the money. I send them an email confirming that I received their money. And when all the orders have been received, I send them to the Ronald McDonald House, Mindy Bloom.
Right.
And at the Ronald McDonald House, they put together all these shirts, and I go down and pick them up in my vehicle, and the fun begins at that point because then you have to organize all the shirts.
Sure.
Then you have to tag them and send them to the right schools. It's huge, but it is so worth it.
And how successful is that campaign?
I've got that. In 2014, we sold 147 shirts.
Wow.
In 2015, last year, we had some donors come on, community donors, who gave door prizes, if you will, so that every shirt that was purchased, the person's name went into a drawing. And when that happened, we jumped from 147 in 2014 to 242 shirts in 2015. At this time, I have contacted those donors once again this year. And at this moment, we have 119 shirts so far ordered. We are going to extend this through March the 25th, and I'm looking forward to receiving a lot more orders and getting down to business organizing those shirts.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So have you set a personal goal for this year? How many would you like to sell this year?
I would like to exceed 242 from last year. I would like to increase every year. I would shoot for 300.
All right.
So I'm going to try that.
All right, let's make that our goal then. 300 sheets this year.
Can I throw out a thank you to the donors?
Oh, absolutely.
Village Inn Pizza, Twisted Oak, East Coast Wings, Starbucks, Groucho's, Pellegrino's, Delici, Cracker Barrel, the Hair Event in Troutman, Shannon Luffman down there, Loretta Tedder down at the hair event is going to do nails, a nail drawing there. And then Donna Guill, one of our staff members, is a 31 consultant, and she is donating a prize as well.
My goodness. Those are some great businesses that are partnered with you.
Absolutely.
So the date to get your shirt ordered is March the 25th, is that right?
March 25th.
So you got a couple weeks left here.
Yes.
And let's see if we can't get the word out and help you meet that goal of 300 shirts this year.
We'll do it.
And I do commend you for the work that you do, touching families that won't even know about the work that you're doing, but it will be a ministry to them in a time of need. So thank you for what you do for the community. Mia, thank you too. I know this is near and dear to your whole family, and you've got a phenomenal story to tell. Well, folks, thank you very much for watching. And again, if you would like to participate in this campaign, you can contact Mrs. Patterson at Celeste Henkel Elementary School. And so please do consider making a donation or purchasing one of the shirts this year. We have until March the 25th. So thank you for watching, and thanks for your support.